So I want to give a little personal testimony of kind of what I've been doing over the last year and a half. You've seen kind of the story that led up to it. So let's talk about that dedication that I've been able to continually show up with that is really molding not only my success journey, but I'm sharing it with you and I'm using it on me. So I've been incredibly blessed to been given this wisdom of kind of looking and understanding of this core truth of what gives us value and purpose and how that really helps us on our journey of finding this happier, healthier, more purposeful life. And there are 3 pieces of dedication that we learned this week when it came to dedication and our weekly challenge, and that is presence, purpose, and persistence. And truly, I call it purpose, and that's what I remember. It's really kind of showing up every day, persistence, and performance. And so this dedication is really about, you have to be grounded in the present, because if you're not grounded in the present, your past is doomed to come up and take over your present. And tomorrow we're going to find out exactly what happens when the past shows up. There are 5 signs that your past is coming up. And I am a key example of that. So I really love that I'm sharing that with you. And that is this desire, this yearning for being in community. And yet, suffering and despair indicator. And yet we find ourselves isolated because in the past and what's coming up in the present is this idea that being vulnerable, being in community has caused a lot of stress, so we avoid it. And so one of the things that I'm really yearning for, and one of the big things that I am showing up with, is this idea that I yearn for a sense of community, to build a community with others. And in a couple of weeks, you're gonna see in a link, so definitely sign up. We're gonna have a webinar event that is going to start to connect communities together. And I hope that you'll be there, because it's a big risk for me. All of my stressors say community is stressful. It's where all your stress comes from. And so I'm taking a big chance to be vulnerable because I have faith, because I see the good that has happened over the last year and a half as I've been developing my business more and following my true calling. And I'm offering that to you. So go and sign up. I'm sharing with you some lessons learned as life becomes really messy, but there's a consistency, a persistence, a purpose that no matter how much chaos shows up in life, because it will, radical acceptance says life is chaotic, that you change who you are and you stop reacting to the chaos and you start to build a strong, predictable response. And that is where I am today. And that is why I can let go of my past, show up here, and ask you to join my community. Our webinar is on February 11th, and I hope that you'll show up. It's going to be a great insight into this neuroscience-backed framework that is being developed through Empowering Wellness. And we're going to go through all of the pieces of understanding what behavior is and why it's so predictable, the reactions that we're doing, letting go of the shame and guilt because of that neuroscience that tells us this is exactly what we expect you to do, and then being able to show up with, and what do I do? How do I build that response? And I've been going through this journey. This journey is really messy, and yet I am growing on the other side. I'm Jennifer Evans with Empowering Wellness Counseling Solutions. Thank you so much.